For years I stayed silent. I thought it was my duty to my family, to my faith, and to him. But silence can only hold so much weight before it cracks under the truth. She begins, her voice steady yet filled with emotion. These pages hold the story of a man the world admires, a man I once admired too. But what happens when the person you thought you knew turns out to be someone entirely different? For too long I ignored the signs, dismissed the whispers, and justified the actions. But now I can no longer carry this burden. It's time for the truth to come out. What secrets did Pastor John Gray keep hidden? And why has his wife chosen this moment to reveal them? Stay tuned to uncover the story that's been buried for decades. Pastor John Gray rose to prominence as one of the most dynamic and charismatic preachers of his time, known for his powerful sermons and motivational speaking. He quickly became a household name within the Christian community. His ability to connect with people on a personal level, blending humor, faith, and relatability, earned him a devoted following as the leader of a growing congregation. His influence extended far beyond the pulpit, reaching millions through televised sermons, books, and social media. To the outside world, John Gray appeared to embody the ideal image of a spiritual guide and family man. He spoke often about the importance of love, faith, and commitment, frequently referencing his wife and children in his sermons as examples of God's blessings. His reputation as a devoted husband and father only solidified his standing as a role model for many within the Christian community. His alignment with the prosperity gospel movement further amplified his reach as he preached messages of hope, abundance, and divine favor. Behind the scenes, his wife played an equally significant role, though her contributions often went unnoticed by the public. A loyal and steadfast partner, she stood by his side through every triumph and challenge. From the early days of their ministry to the height of his fame, she worked tirelessly to support his vision, whether it was managing their home, overseeing church activities, or maintaining their carefully curated public image. Her sacrifices were immense. However, the demands of their public life began to take a toll. As her husband's fame grew, so did the pressure to present a perfect facade to the world. While she smiled for cameras and greeted congregants with grace, her private struggles were mounting. Balancing the expectations of the congregation with the realities of her personal life became increasingly difficult. She began to notice cracks in the foundation of their seemingly perfect life. Subtle inconsistencies, unexplained absences, and moments of emotional distance left her questioning the man she had built her life with. Over time, the weight of these doubts grew heavier, compounded by the expectations placed upon her as the pastor's wife. Her role demanded unwavering support and silence, even when her heart was burdened with unanswered questions. As the years went by, her inner conflict deepened. How could she reconcile the public image of her husband as a spiritual leader with the private realities she was beginning to uncover? Her loyalty to him and her faith in God were put to the ultimate test, forcing her to confront the disparity between the life she lived and the one she portrayed to the world. Hints of trouble began to surface gradually, like faint cracks in a seemingly unbreakable structure. Congregants noticed her absence at several major events, occasions where she had always stood proudly by his side. When she did attend, her smile seemed forced, her demeanor more reserved than usual. Subtle changes in her behavior, coupled with cryptic remarks during casual conversations, fueled quiet speculation within the congregation. Whispers of tension between the couple began to circulate, though no one dared to voice them openly. Behind closed doors, the reality was far more tumultuous than anyone could have imagined. She stumbled upon something that would change everything, a folder tucked away in a desk drawer containing financial records that didn't align with the church's official accounts. The documents hinted at lavish expenditures and questionable transactions, raising alarming questions about the integrity of their shared ministry. Her suspicions grew when she discovered a series of personal messages on his phone. These weren't just innocent exchanges. They carried undertones of betrayal that struck her to the core. The man she had trusted implicitly, the father of her children and her spiritual partner, had been hiding a side of himself she never thought possible. The breaking point came during a heated argument. Confronted with her findings, he attempted to dismiss her concerns, but his evasive answers only deepened her sense of betrayal. The confrontation escalated, and spiritual conflicts surfaced. For the first time, She was forced to reevaluate her role, not just as his wife, but as a partner in a ministry that now felt tainted. The realization hit her like a tidal wave. The life she had built and the man she had stood by were not what they seemed. This pivotal moment marked the beginning of her journey to uncover the truth and reclaim her own voice. The revelation was nothing short of earth-shattering, both for her and the congregation that had placed unwavering faith in their spiritual leaders. It began with her decision to confront the truth head-on, no longer willing to remain silent about the troubling realities she had uncovered. Financial mismanagement. She revealed that church funds entrusted by devoted congregants had been misused for personal luxuries. Lavish trips to exotic destinations, high-end designer items, and undisclosed business ventures were all funded by money meant for ministry work. The evidence was undeniable: bank statements, invoices, and receipts that painted a picture of extravagance starkly at odds with the church's mission. These revelations raised questions about transparency and accountability, shaking the foundation of trust the congregation had in their leadership. Personal betrayal. Her revelations didn't stop at financial misconduct.